Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. On this tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to work with cookie on Laravel 10. So, uh, what we're going to be doing on this tutorial is to actually learn how to set cookie, retrieve the cookie, and delete the cookie. So to get started, I've already created a Laravel project I will be working with, and the server is already running. I think this is a project and it's on the browser and it's running. So next, let's quickly open the terminal and create a cookie controller that we're going to be using for this. So let's say PHP artisan make controller cookies controller. Okay, the controller has been created. Let's quickly open up the controller. Okay, we're going to be creating three methods inside this controller. One is to set the cookie, second is to retrieve the cookie, and then lastly to delete the cookie. So let's create the first method, which is set cookie, and it's accepting no argument. So first we're going to create a response that will set the cookie on using the Laravel response helper. So we can say, hey, hello cookie. This can be anything. So we'll actually set the cookie on the response by calling the with cookie method. The with cookie method accepts three arguments. One is the first one is the name of the cookie. The second one is the value of the cookie. Lastly, the minutes that the cookie is going to spend on your browser. That's how many minutes is going to last on the client's browser. So let's go by, we're going to call the name cookie consent. The value of the cookie, we're going to use a string, unique ID, using the string helper, whatever string helper. Then lastly, we set the cookie to 1 minute, so it's going to last 1 minute on the browser. So let's quickly import this string helper support. So lastly, we're going to return the response to actually set the cookie. Okay, second one is to retrieve the cookie. So retrieve the cookie, we're going to create the get cookie method, which is going to accept no arguments. So we actually return the cookie using the request helper. Then inside it, we can actually call another method called cookie. Then inside the method cookie, it's going to accept an argument, which is the name of the cookie, which is cookie consent, sorry. So this is actually going to return the cookie that we created on this method. Lastly, let's delete the cookie. So the method to delete the cookie, we call it delete cookie. Accepting no argument. So to delete the cookie, we also return a response attached to the cookie. Also return a response using the response helper. Then it's going to be deleted. Then we set the cookie. So for us to delete the cookie, simply we're going to backdate the cookie. That is going to the expiring date of the cookie. We're going to backdate it to less than what you already set. This is the 1 minute. We're going to backdate it to minus 1 minute, which is actually going to remove the cookie from the client browser. So let's do that. And we're also going to set the value of the cookie to null. Then backdate it. Okay, this is what we really need to do. There's one thing we need to do here. So after creating this method, let's go back to our routes, web routes, and create the routes for those methods. So first route we're going to create is the route to set the cookie, and it's going to use a get request, which is going to be set cookie. And let's call the class that is going to run when the route is code, which is our cookies controller. Controller class we created. Then the method is going to be set cookie. Okay, we're going to create two more routes, which is the next one is to get the cookie, which is using the get. Okay, this is going to use the delete cookie. Okay, first is to delete cookie. First is to set the cookie, second is to get the cookie, and lastly delete the cookie. So let's import our class here, the cookie class we created. So we're going to import it. So let's head to our browser to set the cookie and see if everything is working. So let's call the the set cookie route. Target class will happen here. Cookies controller does not exist. Open here. Okay, I didn't save this. Okay, the cookie has been set. Let's try to get the cookie. Okay, this is the cookie. Let's delete the cookie. Cookie deleted, and let's try to get the cookie again. As you can see, just deleted. Let's try it one more time. Set cookie. It has been set. Get cookie. The cookie is there, so let's delete the cookie. Cookie has been deleted, so let's get the cookie again. As it's there, so it's working perfectly well. So we have actually achieved the creating of the cookie and the getting of the cookie and deleting of the cookie. Finally, I would like to also practice on, let us try or experiment something. Let me say you're working with the project. Let me say this is your home page and you want to set the cookie and also load this page. So how are we going to do that? Let's quickly return back to our controller and see how we're going to do that. First, you're going to use the home route to set the cookie. Okay, I'm going to use it to set the cookie. Select this. So let's head back to our controller. So let me say after creating the cookie, return the view, which is a welcome lid. Okay, let's go to our part and okay, let's refresh it. Okay, we assume that the cookie is supposed to be set here. Since we are returning or we're setting the cookie on the home page and I've refreshed the page, the cookie is supposed to set. So let's check if actually the cookie was set here. Try to get the cookie. I see it wasn't set at all. So the reason is that to set the cookie, after setting the cookie, you must return it with a response. So if you don't return it with a response, the cookie is set on the client header, response header. So if you don't return it with a response, it's not actually going to set. So while returning to the view, you have to return it with a response. So to quickly do that, you can I think the clean way to actually achieve that while trying to also load your page, I think is to return a response to the cookie to set it. So let's try to actually do that. So let's cut this view and try to use a response helper, then paste it inside the response. Then let's set the response. Remember, the response has the method that you can call, which is with cookie, to set the cookie. So let's delete this and include this. Okay, what this does is actually is going to return a response, and inside the responses you have the view welcome blade, and while returning the view welcome blade is going to set it with the cookie and also on the header. So So it's going to render the welcome blade and also set the cookie using this technique. So let's try one more time to see if it's actually going to set the cookie. Okay, the cookie. So let's try to get the cookie. Okay, as you can see, the cookie is set. So I think this is an easiest way to set the cookie. So let's try one more thing. Let me say we don't want to be setting the cookie every time the page loads. We can actually use a request. We can actually check if the request has a cookie before loading the page by using this simple method. Let's say use the if statement and say if request has cookie, then you call the name of the cookie, which is cookie consent. Okay, let's say if the request doesn't have a cookie, let's quickly set the cookie and also return the view. So if you actually have the cookie, no need of setting the cookie again, so you can actually return the view here, and this should work just fine. First, let's set the cookie. Okay, the cookie has been set. Let's try to get it. Okay, let's go back to the home page. Okay, this time let's actually confirm if it is setting the cookie again. So let's try to dump the cookie set here. Sorry, set. So meaning if it doesn't run this block of code, it's actually going to return this view, meaning the cookie has been set. So let's refresh the page and see what happens. As you can see, the cookie is set. So this is actually how to set cookie, retrieve cookie, and also delete cookie using Laravel. Then, okay, I think that's the end of this tutorial. Thanks for watching, and if you find this helpful and informative, don't forget to hit the like button, share it to your friends, and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you.